What's up guys, Max here, and today I am teaming up with Bob from the one and only OlympusIron. We're going to give you some tips, tricks, and helpful hints on how to increase your bench press, how to perfect it, and how to just do things correctly. Now you may say, Max, you don't do the bench press, how can you teach us about the bench press? Guys, I know there's lots of videos out there showing exactly exercises, how to do them, what to do, what not to do. So here's just another version of it with my opinion, maybe some humor thrown in there, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and learn a little bit from it, and like this little collaboration with myself and Bob from OlympusIron. Welcome to episode 1 of Max and Bob Teach You Cool Stuff. Now the first thing we're going to show you is feet placement on the flat bench press. We're going to show you the things that I don't want you to do, and then we're going to go to the things you want to do. The first thing Bob is doing is putting his feet up on the bench. You'll see a lot of people do this in the gym, and what this is going to do is it's going to increase the amount of stabilizers that you're going to have to use. I really would not recommend this to beginner lifters. What you're going to want to do is plant your feet firmly on the ground. Again, Bob was recruited for Olympic lifting, so he has no issues doing this, but I really would not recommend it. The next thing Bob's going to do with those ostrich legs is stick his legs out like a bunch of spaghetti noodles just flopping around the floor. This is going to give you absolutely no leg drive. And like the deadlift and squat, you want to drive through the floor. The floor is your friend. Love the floor. Push through the floor. Now, again, Bob can do this because he's a pro. I really would not recommend you have your legs out like this. You may see me doing a couple videos, but again, just because I do it doesn't mean you should. Now Bob is arching his feet way back, and what this is going to do is puff his chest up. It's going to stretch out his chest muscles. It's also going to give him less of a range of motion, so he doesn't have to bring the bar necessarily down as far. He might be able to push a little bit more weight, but he has that leg drive on the floor. That's what you want. This is going to be your best friend on the bench press, is having that leg drive. I'd prefer if he had his feet a little more planted on the floor, but that's okay. Now the next alteration he's going to do is his feet not so far back, but still firmly planted. You'll notice his chest is not puffed up as much like a little puffer fish as it was in the original clip. Now again, this is another correct way to do it. If you guys are following this way and the last way, you are going to be fine on the bench press. Now let's move on to the next segment. Okay, now Bob the Builder is going to show us where to put the bar on his chest. Now the first thing we're going to do is show you what to do wrong. Now Bob's going to lower the bar and he's going to stop right below the S and right above the E. This is too low. And what this is going to do is, while it's very saving on your shoulders, it's not going to give you that stretch in the chest that you want. You really want to find the sweet spot right in the middle of your chest. This is going to be too low and you're not going to get the full activation that you should in the bench press. Now let's go ahead and watch Bob do one more of these completely wrong reps just so we can make fun of him again. Hey, kind of looks like Todd from Breaking Bad. I thought you died. Spoiler alert. Alright, Bob's going to go down now, and it's like, oh my gosh, Bob, you're trying to guillotine yourself. Now what this is going to do is it's going to put a lot of stress on your shoulders, and it's going to put not the correct amount of stress on the chest where you want it to go. This is too high, and it's really unnecessary. This is going to put a pain on your shoulders, and I really would not recommend you do this. What you want to do is find the sweet spot. Bob, find the sweet spot for us. There it is. That's the sweet spot, guys. Right around your nipple line is going to be the best place to lower the bar to. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to give you a good stretch in your chest. It's going to keep your shoulders nice and healthy, and you're going to get that big chest that all the girls are going to want to squeeze and say that you have bigger breasts than they do. All right, Bob, rack the weight, and let's go on to the next task. Now let's have Bob walk us through the right way, the wrong way one more time. So Bob is setting up, notice his hand placement's a little past shoulder width. This is where you're going to want to put your hands on the bar. So Bob de-racks the weight and he goes down. Bad Bob. Wrong place to do it. Way too low, right? Now notice the next rep. He's going to go down. That's a good Bob. Very good job. Here he goes down again. And good job again, Bob. Very good rep. Now he's going to go for it about 2 more, I believe. Let's see what he does here. Nope, smack you in the head, stupid rep. Smack you in the head again, stupid rep. Now the next thing we're going to show you is what happens if you put your hands wide. A lot of times you'll see people put their hands very, very wide. What this is going to do is it's going to decrease the range of motion, but it really is going to stretch your chest out more, so it's kind of a give and take. I personally do not like this with the extremely wide grip. I think it puts a little more stress on your shoulders, and it's just not necessary. I think to get the full stretch of the chest, you're going to put your hands at a neutral grip. Now here's the next thing, the fancy suicide grip or the false grip. This is the thumbless grip. A lot of times people say it gives you more power because you're driving through your palms of your hand. Let's get a close-up on this. Again, I would not recommend this because more than likely you guys will have the bar slip off and smash you in the face. So let's just keep it normal and keep the thumb around the bar, guys. Hey, look, guys, it's Plank from Ed, Edd, and Eddy. So now what Bob is going to do is place a wooden block on his chest. This is a 4x4 piece of wood, and what this is going to do is the different heights of the board is going to work on different sticking points. This is an advanced technique and really should have someone hold the wood. Now what this is going to do is if Bob has trouble getting through the second half of the motion from the midline to the top, then a block of wood is going to prevent him from going all the way down and focus on the sticking point. There's a lot of different sizes of woods you can use to work on different sticking points in your bench press. Again, this is an advanced technique. I really hope you guys like this series. I tried to add a little bit of flavor in here. During this last minute, I'm just going to wrap this up. Basically, me and Bob are just trying to collaborate and do something new and interesting. Now, there's plenty of videos out there that are going to show you how to bench press, so I'm no pro in the point where I can tell you the best things ever. But I hope this is kind of an informative video, a little bit fun to watch, and something different. Again, take it for what it is. It's not the best bench press tutorial in the world, but it is bench pressing with Bob and Max. I'll see you guys later.
Why don't you show them what you got real quick? Just hit a few shots. Yeah! The key is keep your calories up nice and high. Just make them clean.
Nick Wright.
If you're in distress, you know you're not going to get to the kitchen for a while, go for it by all means. You don't want to waste away your muscle.
Nick Wright.